Q&A. We got a video. The Twitch talk. We got LA North in the building, and also King Rush.
Yo, excited about this one. This has been in the works for a minute. It took a little while. Wouldn't have done it another way to get tapped in with this certain section. You know what I'm saying? Like, knew it was worth waiting on, bro. Was patient about it, and it finally came together.
Thank you.
So, LA North, would you like to let us all know who you are and where you're from?
Yes. North, what's happening, y'all? What's happening? Happy Father's Day. Happy Father's Day. Happy Father's Day.
Happy Father's Day, bro.
Happy Father's Day, King. Happy Father's Day, Queens. All of y'all, happy Father's Day. I'm LA North. I'm a product of my environment. I am the North Sun, the North Star. I was molded by North Tulsa, Oklahoma. It's my home. It's my throne, my domain. My people. It's a beautiful place, a diverse place of so many different cultures and races and backgrounds, a collaboration of beauty. It's a lot of wickedness and darkness in existence, coexisting with the beauty. And it took me a while to try to know what the difference was. And then when I knew what the difference was, nigga, North I kind of felt weak, but we'll get into that. But I'm North. I'm the truth.
Tell us a little bit about how you got into gang culture.
Yeah, man, listen, you from North Tulsa, you got options. It's only two of them. You gonna either be from the set or you gonna go play ball. Period.
Play ball?
A little bit. A little bit. I did a little bit before I got chunky. Before I lost my athleticism and my body deteriorated in prison. Like I said, I did a lot of max time. So my fucking legs really deteriorated back there a lot. I went to McLean. I'm a McLean baby. I went to Joplin High School in Missouri. I got kicked out for selling weed. I had a whole ring called fucking circle there. That's a crazy story in itself. My dad bought me some Jabols. They was red. Then I had a blood homeboy named Trey who asked me to buy them for $50 because they had red in them. He like, man, North, he like LA. They didn't call me North then. They just called me LA or 5'7". He said, this is 2007. He like, LA, man, let me get that. I got $50. He worked at Sonic. He got paid. He gave me the $50. I went and bought an ounce with it from my neighbor, stayed up under me, and I took off. The rest is history. I had a pound in a month, about a month and a half. I had a pound. 15. My freshman year, I flunked first grade, so I got held back. But my freshman year was supposed to be my sophomore year, but it was my freshman year though. Yep. My daughter was born that year too. I had my daughter that year. Everything, yeah, it was crazy. Of something crazy. That was my last year. I dropped out. But what's crazy is I beat somebody halfway to death at school, and they kicked me out for the remainder of my freshman year and all of my sophomore year. I never went to school again. I just discharged the dude who was my cellie on 1 Alpha in Lawton was the same dude who I beat half to death. It's my homeboy from my same set. His name Michael Taylor, Looney West. That's my homeboy. Me and my homeboy, rest in peace, Keywan Shields, my nigga G4 from 5'4". We got into a scuffle with him and it didn't end up turning out too well for him. And that's crazy. He ended up being my cellie just now. That was fucking crazy. But that's my homeboy though. That's my guy. You know, we friends, but you know, it's trench talk. We keep it in trench. It's real.
What transpired for you guys to start swinging?
It was just you know some words being said amongst people, and I came. It was a bunch of like standing there, and the guys who I rock with was against his guys, and my guys was looking like they really wasn't standing on nothing, and I didn't like what I seen. So right, and my guys that was with me that came stood on it with me. So that's what it was. That's the truth. You heard me? My freshman year. Well, no, fuck no. It started getting wild my 7th grade year. The photos, creation of 42nd Street, the Crips, the Hoover's arch nemesis, back in the day. That's my the begin. That's my uh, that's crazy because them was my best friends. You know, them was my best friends. I won't speak on none of their names. I don't got the authority or the right to speak on their names, but they know who they are. They was some of my best friends who walked to school. The founders. I'm talking about the founders of the 42nd Streets. That not just normal. These are the people who started it. Yeah, 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 yeah. The big the top people. Yeah, these are my guys. They was my friends first. They was Hoovers. No, fuck no, fuck no. I never been a part of nothing but the Hoover Crips. 107 West Side. That's it. 57th Street. That's it. That's all. No clicks. No nothing. No inner click with the Hoovers or none of that. I ain't with none of that. I ain't with none of that. I don't believe in none of that. None of that. I mean, shit. I'm a North baby. I grew up in North Tulsa. I used to fight a lot, and a lot of my family members, my cousins. I'm a Sanders. A lot of my cousins are known legendary Hoovers. So it was kind of just like a birthright. I was supposed to be from 54th, but you know, I'm kind of a rebel. So
did you come back from the era? Like I came back from the era where it was super important to get put on.
Like, yeah, hell yeah. That's mandatory. You're not official if you don't get put on. It's impossible.
Like, do you see like a lot of guys that are just kind of not saying they don't put it down or whatever for their section, but they're walk-ons. Their older brother might have got put on, but they're just kind of
hell yeah.
They just kind of picked it up and ran with it.
You see that a lot.
Like
you see that a lot.
Like
you see that a lot. It's a lot. It's some stars too. Like that, some walk-ons that end up being powerful men too.
I can't say that the
you know what I mean. That's crazy.
But I mean, yeah, it does seem like there's some people that get kind of that pass when it's like it sounds like a pretty important step of your initiation. I'm assuming you got put on.
Yeah, mandatory.
So, can you explain your put on for us?
It's simple. I got my ass whooped.
Is there
period?
Is there any winning to put on?
Yes.
You can.
Yes.
Okay.
Morally, yes.
Morally.
Yes.
Physically.
You got to make your ass whooping look good.
Okay.
Like stand on business. Like take it. Don't be no bitch.
Okay.
Don't be no bitch ass nigga. Stop crying. Stop balling up, nigga. Fight back.
What about
from the Hoovers have pride, nigga? This is a treacherous gang.
Right.
That's known historically for being treacherous.
What about
you know what I mean? So when you becoming a part of that, you got to show early on that you can qualify and handle what's coming to you.
Right.
You can't be in her bar. You coming from the Hoovers.
So
you know
what about
like this the first gang that said fuck all the gangs. This is where we come from. They started the EBK movement to literally killing their own. Yes, this is where this is our gang. This is what you being a part of. You know what I mean? So you have to understand your place in history first and how important it is to be from the Hoovers. All that shit matter. You're like it ain't like that no more. Niggas just like the colors and the way niggas talk.
So is it like
the bitches and shit? They like the bitches and shit.
Like you hear like 57 seconds or 54 seconds or
hell
107 seconds. Is it anything like that?
Nah, yeah, it used to be. It did, but not really. Not when I got put on. It was fighting until like, the homie said it was enough.
Okay.
I got put on in 04.
Were they
so the big homies that was my big homies was the baby homies in the 90s.
Mm-hmm.
That's what niggas don't understand. I got put on by the second generation of niggas.
You kind of that last of a dying breed.
Yeah, my generation, we was, and then, but see what happened with my generation is we got almost exterminated. So that's why the gang is deteriorated now.
Do you feel like you're
because what happened to our generation? We see what our big homies did for us. That gen we didn't do for the next generation. So they missed a whole bunch of teachings, morals, how to do certain crimes and get away with it. That fear factor being gone, like them steps is gone. Like we didn't do that shit.
So the generation that's like 30 to 40 now is the ones that kind of drop the ball as far as like
between 27 and 40.
What do you think that is?
Because I got put on at 12, and the Hoovers is known for that. That's what we do. That's historically what we do. We put our baby homies as baby homies from little.
Right.
That we don't. It's hard really finding Hoovers that got put on at 16 and 15. That's rare. It happens, but that's really rare because other Hoovers don't respect. Amongst the gang, that's causes other, like motherfuckers, they handle niggas rough and treat them different if they got put on at 16, 17 years old. Like somebody that got put on from 10, 11, he gonna look at this dude like you ain't standing on that. You know what I mean? So we really don't do that.
But like
we don't
looking
do that,
back
really.
now, just as a third, like just remove yourself from that element in different shoes. Do you see it as like, man, these is grown men kind of whooping on or grooming children?
Well, no, because I never experienced grown men whooping on children. That never happened. You know what I mean? I never seen a grown man hit a kid when I ever. Any of my initiations, I never seen that. I never seen a grown Hoover that was over 18 hit 12 or 11, 12, 13.
So
I never seen that.
You would get matched up with like
other 12, 13, 14. Yes, hell yeah. Yeah. No, we don't do that because we hate bullies.
Okay.
That's the part we don't like picking on my. We don't do shit like that. It's a certain like each gang got like certain stuff. Like, but all gangs agree upon certain things. You know what I mean? Like certain bit, but it's different like ways that motherfuckers conduct their business. Like different court sessions is different.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Like the neighborhoods might want to break your wrist. The Blood's known for breaking bones in court sessions. The Hoovers might want to make you boo boo on yourself. The what? Like it's different.
There's
shit.
A standard.
Yeah, it's different. It's motherfuckers move different. You know what I mean? But ultimately, the goal is punishment. Right. So it's just you know what I mean. It's just you know.
Before we get too far into the gang culture, I do kind of want to break down like your childhood itself. Like,
oh man, whoa, that was crazy. That was crazy. So I was born in Rockford, in Illinois, January 21st, 1993. To my queen, Zandra Macon. Man, I love my mommy. She was 14 years old when I was born. She was 14. Yeah, let's do that one first. She was 14 when I was born. And my grandmother was on drugs at that time, and she had got herself cleaned up. My mom was so young though. Before that, excuse me. Before that, the family, I don't know exactly how the decision came about, but the family decided to get an abortion with me. And they gave my mom the money. I don't know who all put in on the money, like which family members. But it happened. They gave my mom the money to get it done. My mom took the money and left, and she kept me. And my grandmother went and got cleaned up. She went to rehab, and she got cleaned up, and she wanted to move to Tulsa to first build a foundation to start her business. That's what she wanted to do. She wanted to start her business, her cooking business, her catering business called Mommy's Kitchen. And then she wanted to get closer with God and build a church for the family. That's what she wanted. And then she really told me this a few days ago. She was like, Anthony, I came to Oklahoma for you. I wanted you to have a new life. You was my first grandbaby. I wanted my daughter to, you know what I mean? And I was the first, like nobody was having kids at that time in my family. My mom, all her cousins was kids. So when I came into the world, I was the first baby of the new generation in my family. So I had no cousins. Everybody was like 12 and 13 and stuff. Like I was the only baby. So it was, it was good because I was spoiled. I had anything God wanted. Then my mama had my sister a few years later. It was up. And then my aunties came. I'm older than my aunties by like 11 months. They twins. My granny got twins. My mommy's little sisters. I'm older than them. So, but it's weird because their birthdays is December the 19th. My birthday is January 21st. Our birthdays together is 1921. We moved from Illinois to Tulsa, where in 1921, this motherfucker was ugly. You hear me? So it's crazy how that happened. And my granny had her twins, and she was like, let's go. After the twins was born, they was born in December. We moved in March of 93. We've been here ever since.
Knowing your grandma, like I'm not trying to be an ass, but like knowing your grandma like gave your mom the money for that. Is that like, I'm assuming there's been an awkward conversation now about
to be honest, it wasn't even awkward. That's what's crazy. It was so real.
Like, do you feel like she's evolved? Like,
oh hell yeah.
Like as a person, like
hell yeah. She feels so bad about that shit. You know what I mean? But she's so honest about it. And she's grateful that my mom, her child, did what she did.
Right.
And it's one of those things to where it's like, the best way I can explain it is that, like, if you ever have a kid that does something and they're doing something, you tell them to stop, 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 and they're not listening, but they're still doing it, and what they do end up being something great.
Right.
It's like, whoo, I'm glad that baby didn't listen to me. Yes. I guess it's like one of them things, you know what I mean? So we had a talk when I got out about it. I went to our house and stuff. And yeah, she kept it real with me and told me, like, yeah, that shit true. It's true. Yep. So, but it's yeah. Oh, my dad. I don't see my birth father. I've never met him before, ever. Don't know what he looked like. He can walk in this room right now. I wouldn't know who he was. He robbed a bank and shot somebody when I was little and been in prison for a long time. So yes, my daddy is Quincy Gibson. He's from New Orleans, the 7th Ward, St. Bernard Projects. It's my sisters and brothers' dad. That's their biological dad. He raised me. That's my daddy. That is my dad, man. I love him so much. He ran PF Chang, the restaurant on wherever it is, Brookside, I think. PF Chang. It's a nice restaurant. My dad, he was a grill master. He got a new job somewhere else. He was running it for about 4 years. He was how I got to Joplin High School. He ran the Cheddars in Joplin and Steak and Shake up there, and he moved me up there with him. And he ran Carl Jr., Hardee's, not Carl Jr. up there. He ran Carl Jr. in Tulsa, Hardee's in up there. So my dad, my whole life, had been running franchises. He's been the head cook over certain restaurants and then grill master and shit like that. So I always got to eat good food and shit and travel, go to different states. He's from New Orleans, so my grandfather and shit, 80s and them all down there. So
seems like you kind of grew up with pretty good parents, though.
Hell yeah.
So what was the
they ain't perfect though, but fuck yeah, they were some good ass parents.
Push you, into gang culture, like who was that influence?
Oh, the gang. Well, nobody really influenced me. It was I kind of been like an independent spirit, like ever since I've been like 3.
What made you want to join? Like, was it unity? Was it?
Nah, it was just power, bro. The Hoovers had power in North Tulsa in the 90s. They had power and they showed it. They flexed. And I just loved the way I just loved the Hoovers. I loved the way they dressed. I loved their hair, their cars. I love the Seabo they used to listen to. I grew up in Varna Manor. You gotta understand, it's a little different out there. I grew up in the trenches, for real, in the 90s. That's the worst apartment complex in Oklahoma history. That's what you got. Google it. Shit. Google it. Varna Manor. Them death rate. Well, it's the Bradford now, but them apartments are that's a deadly. I grew up there. That's where I grew up in the 90s.
Well, back when your dad cooking and stuff. So, what was your favorite meal? Say that all time. He gave us 3.
Of all time, my favorite meal. Oh my God! All my dad's meals.
Yeah.
My dad makes my dad favorite, hands down. My dad makes a 4-meat spaghetti. It's I don't even think I think it's being disrespectful calling it spaghetti because it's just like a pot of goodness. I don't think it's spaghetti. It's like he got fucking shrimp. He can switch it though. Sometimes he won't use shrimp. He use 2 different sausages: a chicken and a beef, polar sausage or a link chicken and the beef, ground beef or sausage, ground sausage. He switches it up or shrimp, grilled chicken. Yeah. That's my shit. The 4-meat spaghetti though.
So you do music as well, right?
Yes, I do.
Okay, so what's up with the music? When did you get into doing some music? Are you already part of the set, or?
Yeah. But I was doing music before I was from Hoover though.
What got you into wanting to do music? Was it just an outlet, a way to talk about your life? Or?
Nah. The disrespect. The disrespect of not acknowledging my city and my people from the industry is what got me into music. I used to watch Rap City, The Basement, and I never seen Tulsa or Oklahoma representation when I was 8, 9 years old. That shit pissed me off. So I told him, I said, all right, bet. Because I loved hip hop. I love music, period. I love R&B, 90s. That's my favorite music is the R&B 90s. I love that more than hip hop. You know what I mean? I ain't gonna lie. I'm into that soothes me. Hip hop is a part of me. It's just something about that 90s slow music that it's like a energy, a vibe releaser, man. It releases my vibes and soothes me, gets me on all 10. That's my shit. I don't listen to hip hop when I listen unless I'm listening to some Kendrick or something, you know, some Kendrick Lamar or some pop. You know what I mean? Other than that, you know, I really ain't.
What's your top three from the '90s that you listen
Hip hop?
to? We're talking about R&B.
R&B? Oh, top three? Oh, that's hard, but I'm gonna have to say R. Kelly, Key Sweat, and fucking Escape.
I feel like I can't listen to R. Kelly no more.
Yeah,
It's like,
yeah,
it's
but
weird
I
now.
can't because
He had some bangers.
like in prison, I had to like you learn how to do this little thing called separation. You hear me? 'Cause, like for real, like you gotta separate people from who they are because there's a lot of like fucked up people that got fucked up cases in there. But in order to do business and to make money, you gotta associate with certain people and do transactions. So if you have a certain mind frame to where you can't fuck with people because they certain background, it deter you and stop you literally from making money and doing anything because you wouldn't be able to do nothing. Like you wouldn't be effective.
Right.
So like I use that being out with the music, like shit, I like the song. I ain't gonna lie. You know what I mean? I'm gonna listen to it, but I ain't endorsing what the nigga did or nothing like that. That shit, you right about that. Like, you can't just act like that shit didn't happen. You heard me?
Man, the
You
whole
can't,
thing,
you
it's like a whole,
can't act
like,
like this shit didn't
a whole
happen,
wave
bro.
of
You
like
know what I mean?
everybody
Like,
snitching and getting like all this paperwork getting released. I feel like I
yeah,
can't listen to half these motherfuckers if I know they got
yeah, yeah. You right.
like, man,
On
Finesse
me,
2 Time go hard as fuck, bro. I feel
he
like I
hard as
can't listen
motherfucker.
to him though, man.
Why?
He snitched
What do you
twice.
Finesse? Man,
Yeah.
stop playing,
He
man.
got paperwork, bro. He snitched twice, 2 different cases. It's like, goddamn, bro.
Finesse?
Yeah.
Ah, man, come on,
Bro,
bro.
like crazy shit, bro. Like,
Ah, man, not 2 times, man. I fuck with Finesse.
man, like, man, it was BG kind
Man, y'all
of.
gotta show me that, man. I
BG
gotta see
kind
that
of
before I
did,
believe that.
but he basically he paid a
I gotta
dude.
see that before I believe that, man. For that,
No,
man.
yeah, it's fucked up, bro.
Nah,
That's
man.
what's his name? That's what's his name's artist, Prince.
Man, y'all gotta watch that shit. Y'all be man. And listen, everything ain't man. Listen, everything y'all don't believe everything y'all see on the internet, man. For real. But if it's documents for and you see what you look, that's real. You can't deny that shit. You hear me?
Yeah,
So
no, yeah,
you know what the
yeah.
fuck you seen. You hear me? I just,
Right.
like damn.
No,
Ooh.
they go out of their way. It's not just somebody bullshit. They get
So
paperwork.
when you talked about joining the Hoovers was, power, right?
Yeah, I love that power, bro.
So how are you going to show somebody with so much power that you're worth putting on?
Man, listen, they can see it in you, man. But that shit is like that shit ain't what you think it is. Niggas make mistakes, bro. You ain't gonna get everything right. Niggas be putting motherfuckers on as police, bitch ass niggas be getting put on. But that shit really ain't shit. You don't gotta worry about that shit. Ain't nothing. Niggas be putting niggas on just to have numbers, just to let their names. You got different people. Like everybody that's from the set is not gonna be on the same type of righteous movement.
What was your status?
What you mean? What's my status now?
After I'm sure you've been with them quite a while,
So
right?
I'm a lieutenant. What you mean? I'm a lieutenant.
So how does somebody work with you?
You just stay loyal. Just stay loyal. Don't tell on nobody. Don't ever back down. Treat people with love. Stand on business. Do good business. Be a front liner. Lead your people where they need you. You hear me? Look, man, when the kitchen dirty and the dishes need to be cleaned, this how you get mama to love you. You get your ass up and you go wash them without her telling you to do it. It's easy. She gonna hear that water start running like, is that my baby in there washing them dishes? She fuck around, get up and go buy your ice cream and let you eat it in front of everybody else. Nigga, 5 kids in here. You only bought one? Yeah, I bought one. You know why? Because that's the only one that got the fuck up and did something when I ain't have to ask my baby to do nothing. He know I'm tired. He got up and washed my dishes. Thank you, baby. Didn't even want no ice cream. Didn't even know I was about to do it for him. Wasn't expecting it or nothing. He just got up and did it. That's how you become a lieutenant.
Can you tell us a couple of, you have a good story that you can tell us about working your way up in the rankings?
Man, listen.
Stories,
I mean, look, all I can tell you is this. I okay, look. I can tell you this. One time, I'm in fucking juvenile. I'm in David L. Moss. I got a fucking robbery and a kidnapping case and a shooting, assault and battery in fucking possession of a firearm and eluding the police. They're about to give me 50 years. I'm 17 years old. I'm sitting in the Moss. I got out too. I got out of this shit. I sat for 8 months waiting on trial. My trial came. My co-defendant that pled out, he got 5 years in, 5 years out. He got a 10-year sentence. He was a felon. He took the case for me. My big brother, Jeep the Creep, Andre Payne, 6 Trey. I love you, brother. I love you forever. He came back on the writ to testify for me, to tell the people that I didn't do nothing. And then his lawyer drew this whole little thing up, and it worked. They let me out, but they gave me paper time. They let me out and gave me 4 years. Shit. They gave me 4 years deferred. I got out on February 1st. I sat down for 8 months waiting on the trial because they pushed my shit all the way. I got locked up July the 18th, 09. We caught the case. But it's crazy because I was so hot and was making so much money. The whole reason why the case was even existing is because I was doing too much. I got too hot. I made too much bread. I was doing too much, bro. I was doing too much, and the police didn't like it. Niggas just didn't like it. You know what I mean? And niggas just didn't like it. Thank you.
Is county time worse than prison time?
Fuck yeah. That's the worst time ever. That's the worst time I ever did in my fucking life. But the spreads is way better though in the county. Ooh, the noodles and that cheese with that meat stick, the double bread with the crackers, with that chili and that crock pot. Stop playing. Stop playing North. Hey, so listen, man, I get so hot though. I fucking then we go fucking. The homie tell me, listen, you can't ride in this car no more. The car's too hot. We got to trade the car. So he go trade the car for a Benz. The Benz break down. We in a Pontiac Catalina 72 on 26s. We hogging. I'm driving it because my big homie, he stay dranked out all the time. And man, I'm doing all this crazy shit. I'm smashing and grabbing. I'm going in Dillard's. I'm smashing the glass and running out with racks of rings. And I'm taking them to the spot and man, getting them off. And I was doing that shit while I was moving on with my bro. And Henderson pulled us over. The police pulled us over one day, shook us down, took me to jail, took me to juvenile, to Charles Page, took them for public intox. Him and my brother Gary, they got out 8 hours later. I was sitting in juvenile for 2 weeks. My mom, they couldn't come get me up. We had money to buy me out and everything. I had bread. I had some bread. They knew that though. I went to jail for a warrant for failing to appear. I fought the security guard at Monroe Middle School and had a court date I didn't show up for. So they gave me a warrant. That's what he took me to jail for. I ain't even in school no more. 09, I'm 17. I was at my freshman year. This supposed to be my senior year. I ain't even in school. You took me to jail for that though. Yeah, but he told me though, your name getting too hot out here. I'm tired of it. He said, you keep fucking around, I'm gonna put this on you. I swear to God, on my daughter's grave. He pulled out a big ass ball or something. I can't say it was dope. I can't say could have been flour, bro. I don't know what the fuck that shit was. On 5'7", that nigga pulled it out and like, nigga, I'm gonna put you down for 10 to 15 years because you're doing too much. He said, I'm hearing your name and I don't know what your face look like. Now I know what your face look like.
Damn.
Henderson told me that. Took and towed the car. So we end up catching the case though over the car. The Benz broke down 3 days later, man.
I got a 2-part question. So what was the youngest you went to jail? And what's the worst prison you been to?
The youngest I went to jail was 13. I was 13, 05. And it's the first time I went to jail. No. Hold up. Yeah, 05. I just turned 13, my birthday January. Yeah, 05. Yeah, I was 12. That's when the school year started though, my 6th grade year at Gilcrease. But I had a birthday though. So I was gonna say 12, but I was 13. I got in a fight. at school and shit. And my judge, he had locked me up because he told me I was getting too bad. I sat in there for 2 days, 48 hours. My mama came and got me. I was crying like a little bitch. On the set, I was crying. I was crying, bro. I was crying in that motherfucker. I was mad though. I was mad at my mama cussing out. Nigga mad, y'all gonna lock me up? I got cocky. Yeah, y'all know y'all gotta lock me up. I'm too much for y'all. I started telling myself. I was 13, but I've been the same size since like the 8th grade. For real. So I've been big like this forever. So my head been like, ah.
So you started your bid at how old? The long one?
18.
18?
I just turned 18. I turned 18 in the county while I was locked up on that case. I got out my birthday, January 21st, nigga. I got out February the 1st.
What was like
Then I went back May 5th.
Run us down like the first day of prison.
The first day of prison, you want to be serious?
Yeah.
It's like a movie.
Bro, I believe it.
The first day of prison, listen, on 5-7, on the dead homies, I walked in Lawton Correctional Facility, and everybody, first of all, a blood walked up to me and was like, LA, we got to get down. I seen him since I've been out. He's my brother. He's a killer too. For real. He's a killer. He's a fucking killer. You hear me? He's a fucking killer. He is. No, he is. I'm serious. I love you, brother. For real. You my nigga. I'm a killer too. He know it. He knows it. Yeah, North. But I seen him. I hugged him and shit. You hear me? I see my nigga and shit. But he thought we gotta get down. You hear me? Anyway, I love you, brother. I love you for real. But I seen him and shit. But the homies was like, nigga, you out of line. They mad at me because I robbed this girl for some water. But it was they water. The prison. They had a move that was going down, you know what I mean, through the room. And I robbed the lady for the shit that she was bringing to them. I didn't know. So when I came to the pen, the homies, but it's LA though, so they not on me because I shot somebody out in these apartments on the shit. There's some water. I smoked a water stick, and I thought this nigga was trying to do something to me. But these apartments that we've been in, I ain't been out here since something happened. So this is my first time out here, and I'm scared and shit, nigga. I'm thinking somebody gonna kill me. You hear me? But this was so weird. I'm having a meeting with a nigga who baby my mom fucking.
What? Hold on.
Listen, the nigga just want to meet me in person because he like, nigga, you around my kids. This is where he chose to meet me at, these apartments. I met the nigga. It was good. You know what I'm saying? We smoked the dip. But guess what? I'm going to tell you some crazy shit. Guess where we bought the water from? Who I robbed?
Yeah.
I'm in the car like, what the fuck?
This shit is crazy.
Nigga 5-7 murder came and saved me. Him and Seymour came, walked into the car and got me out the car. Like, come on. They didn't know though. No, they didn't even know. They're like, he up here shooting dice with Bubba, with 4-7. It's 4-7. It's Bubba. It's Kadrian. Fat Daddy. Fat Daddy was little. It's Fat. And my little brother, little Avery. Avery Wise. Ashley Anderson. No, Avery Anderson. Not Avery Wise. Excuse me. That's my brother too. Avery Wise. That's Willie Wise' brother. That's my nigga Smitty. Free Smitty. On me. But yeah, that shit was crazy though. But man.
You shot this dude because you thought he was on.
Yes, he poured up and he was trying to roll his window down. I thought he was grabbing something.
He wasn't doing nothing.
And I shot, boom! I shot his ass, man. I shot him through the door. His kids in the crowd. I felt so bad.
Have you seen him?
But I was so on edge because I just went and bought a water stick from the lady who I just booked. I'm having a meeting with a dude who don't really like me. He from my set though. We from the same block and everything. You hear me? 5-7. He one of my big homies. I'm with his woman. I don't know him though. I never met him before. This is my first time ever meeting him. Okay. He been in prison for a while. I'm a little nigga. You know what I mean? And he like, I want to see this nigga around my kids. You know what I mean?
Have you seen him since?
Who is this young nigga around my kids? He passed away tragically on 61st Street. Real bad. They said some crazy stuff happened to him just a few months ago. That's who it is. Everybody know who I'm talking about if you know what happened on 6-1 to a 5-7 nigga who died tragically. You know this. Yeah. So yeah, it's facts what I'm saying though. You know what I mean? Okay. Yeah, on me. But listen. No, I'm keeping it north. This trash talk. What you mean? What What this? Y'all want the North here, right? The North is here. The North. I mean, listen. I'm gonna tell you some real shit. When it come to North Tulsa, in my lifetime, when I was free, if anything moving around that motherfucker, I know what's going on. Not everything. I'm not Superman. I'm not gonna sit up here and lie. I know every fucking thing. And no, I don't. But 75%, 70% I stand on. 69% I know, and I'm gonna find out. I'm gonna find out. This is my territory. Huh? No, nobody checks in with me. Fuck no. No, I don't have to check in with nobody. But everybody does check in.
Do you feel like anybody?
That's what's weird. Don't nobody got to check in with LA. LA don't have no power.
Does anybody here tap in with Cali?
Yes. What? Yes.
Is that important?
I'm tapped in with Cali.
Is that important?
3 is tapped in with Cali. 3. Oh my God. Her family, yeah, they're in Cali. She has family in Cali. Yeah, right now.
Do you feel like that's an important aspect of like keeping
that's super important? That's super important. That's our homeland. That's our origins. That's the motherland. If it wasn't for California, it wouldn't be no North. Period.
Do they give like orders,
period,
or do they give like guidance? Like
no, they don't give orders. They give guidance and they give correction.
Okay.
But even we send correction to California too, though.
Okay.
Facts. We do. Because sometimes California being the head, they seek counsel from our G's.
Right.
For sure. Hell yeah.
Like their input matters.
Yes, hell yeah.
Okay.
But don't get it twisted. California is our homeland. That's the top dog.
Okay.
That's the land. You heard me? But they're not perfect. You know what I mean?
Right.
They seek, and just from Oklahoma. Oklahoma has a special relationship with California.
That's dope that it's conscious enough
it's
try to keep that balance. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but Oklahoma is the first place outside the West Coast where gangs really came to. In the Midwest, this is Oklahoma is where, you know what I mean, where
I totally
this is where they migrated and it then spread it from here too.
Like, why does Oklahoma City have so many more sets than Tulsa?
Oh, it's their biggest city.
Man, they're biggest city. So many sets out there, bro. Like,
they're a bigger city. It's more opportunity. It's more people, bigger population. You know what I mean? That's just what it is. Tulsa, and that's what's so special about Tulsa in Oklahoma. Period. The state. You know what I mean? We have so much land, but our population areas are kind of small compared to other metro places. But we got so much going on, just like those other places, just in a smaller space. Like, people don't understand when I talk about the birthright thing. You like being from New York City and California, you have a birthright for opportunity because you're from the coast.
Right.
You have to understand this.
Right.
I know that living in the cost is different, but you have to acknowledge that having more opportunity is presented to you by being on the water. Right. The docks, it's just, it's more jobs and shit.
Right.
More shit is needed when you live there. You know what I mean? Miami, the port shit comes from the water. Sure. You know what I mean? It's just more opportunity. No, you know what I mean? When you being from there, you get, you know what I mean? So being from Oklahoma, from the middle of nowhere, where you're not welcome, number one, you know what I mean? And where you got a history where you see where people that look like you had success and it was took from them over some BS. You hear me? Not even on no, and I ain't even gonna say it was no BS or not, because I don't know.
Right.
What if that man did do something to that lady? To be honest, I'm just keeping it 100. I'm not felt to just say, "Oh, he didn't do nothing." We don't know. You know what I mean?
Right.
I'm not justifying the actions towards it. It was wrong. Was, what happened to our people. But I'm just saying, I'm not about to say what happened when I wasn't there 104 years ago. I don't know what the fuck happened between them in the elevator. What I do know is what happened was unnecessary.
Totally.
And it didn't have to happen like that. It was wrong. And being from a place like that, you don't have a lot of opportunities or similar opportunities that you would have on the coast. We don't barely have water here.
No, yeah, we don't even have.
You know what I mean? We got to make our lakes. It's man-made stuff. You know
nobody's
what I mean?
famous from here. There's not.
Bro. It's not
a whole lot of money out here.
Leave. I want to be different. I want to show people that a king can be a king on his throne. And I believe that you don't have to seek. You don't have to run and go other places to be successful. If you really are the king, you'll be successful where you are if you're meant to be that.
Okay. So you come off with a lot of like you can tell you're very spiritual.
I am.
Have you have you always been like that? Like
I have.
was that something you picked up like just as a child? You kind of
from a child. I grew up in it. It's been here my whole time. It's been a part of me before. That's one thing. Like what people got to understand is I've only been out for 4 months.
Okay.
And when we start to do this documentary, when you see the way that people not treat me a certain type of way from knowing me for 4 months, people treat me a certain type of way from who I was before I left.
You feel like there's like a certain expectation of you to come out here and just be like,
oh hell yeah. 3 will tell you that. 3 know the expectation. That's crazy. We was just talking about that. Like it's a standard, and it's people watching. Like they watching. Right. They watching my every move, and they waiting to see what I'm gonna do. Like it's bigger than what people understand. And like it's not only people watching, it's people that really need help. That's depending on this watching. So that right there tells you that they watching with hopes, cheering, wanting this to happen because they know if it happened, we good. We all win. You hear me? So that's bigger than what people really understand. Like I don't have a selfish agenda. My name is LA North.
So you don't feel like it's expected of you to just crash out at any time?
No, it's just no greatness is expected of me. Deliverance is expected of me. Keeping my word, standing on my business, and bringing my people generational wealth and economic relief is expected of me. That's expected.
Right.
That's expected. If I don't do that, I fail. Period. You can ask everybody that know me. If LA North don't do that, then he didn't meet his standard.
So you're hard on yourself?
No. No. I'm not hard enough on myself. I've been being real lazy lately. Real lazy. Real lazy.
What makes you feel like that? You're getting into shows, and you got out and started hitting shows.
Yes. I've been doing a lot.
Yeah.
It ain't enough. It's not enough. It's not my standard. I'm better than that. It's not cockiness, it's the truth.
I feel like you got a lot of room to grow.
Yes, fuck yeah. Fuck yeah. First of all, I'm not in shape. The type of show that I put on, it calls for physical fitness because I'm not a guy that just stands around. I'm a ball of energy. The spirit is in me, and I'll be damned if I waited 14 years to get out and stand and talk in the microphone.
Right.
Nah, we ain't doing that. You're.
I feel
We ain't doing. Fuck no. No.
You don't feel like you're institutionalized at all?
Fuck no. Fuck no. Fuck no. I'm prepared. I'm not of this world. I'm not supposed to be. Listen, I'm not supposed to be of this world. This is what people have to understand. I'm not supposed to be. You're not supposed to be like, and it's not to alienate myself. It's to alienate us all.
Do you feel like you're different?
I know I am.
I definitely feel like you're different.
Thank you.
You definitely.
All right, what's your worst experience in the pen or what you see?
One of my worst experiences. I got 2 of them. Okay. January 21st, 2013. I was turning 21 years old on the 21st. This was the birthday I always talked about when I was a little boy. I'm gonna be 21 on the 21. My mom said, I want to take you to the liquor store and get you some liquor for your first time. But I had been drinking well before then, though.
Yeah.
My cell flooded. I was in SEG waiting to get shipped to Cushing. I didn't know it was going to be Cushing. I was just waiting to get shipped, but I ended up going to Cushing. And my cell got flooded. I was working on a book. I had 3 chapters and I had a prologue, 3 chapters and a few pages, some scramble sheets and some ideas. And I had probably about 30 raps, 30 songs, some masterpieces that if I would have had them, I wish I could have heard them. I wish the world could have heard those songs. It hurt me even talking about it because I remember singing those songs. And that's really how I got Super Saiyan and shit. Oh, excuse me. That's really how I got Super Saiyan, excuse me. It's going through that. Like, I was like, I got to get that back, but I know I never will. I'll never get that. That in themselves, that was probably some demon music. That was some crazy shit. Yeah, that was some good music, but that was one of I had shit turds floating in my cell.
Damn.
The water was probably about ankle high.
What's the longest time you didn't seg?
Just segregation.
Mm-hmm.
Probably about 5 months.
Fuck.
In just segregation. But
like just isolated to yourself.
No, fuck no. No, I did 18 months of seg. I actually did 18 months. I actually did a year in seg, and I did 6 months. No, I did. Listen, I was in a program. I fucked up in the program months into the program, and I waited hella long to get shipped to Cushing. That's when I was in segregation. But the totality of the time that I did was 18 months from the program to seg altogether. You heard me?
Right.
I don't know, like the separation of it was the 7 months this and I don't know, but it was 18 months altogether.
Damn.
So, but I know I did. I was in the program for at least 6 months though.
So like,
you know what I mean? So
like just that time by yourself, they always make it seem like you go crazy and shit. Like, is that like?
Fuck no.
Is that the worst? Or you feel
people do go crazy. People do go crazy. I watch them go crazy. I talk to them. I talk people out of it. I hate to say it, but I actually drove people to it.
You feel like you was you a savage in prison?
Nah, I wasn't a savage. I was a man.
You feel like you were one of the bigger lions? Like, were you?
Oh, most definitely. Most definitely. Most definitely. Not to be cocky or nothing, but they'll tell you. They'll tell you. Niggas know what I did. They know what I did in that penitentiary. When you speak on LA, they know what he about. They know he stand on business. I lost one fight in prison.
How many phases do you think you ran? Hundreds?
Nah, fuck no. That's too many.
Dozens?
Nah, more than I was in.
What's the most you ran in a day?
Like 4.
Just 4 fades back to back?
I did. Yup. I got a fade on the pod, and then we left the pod. That the break from the pod to the gym was the only break I had after the first fade, and then I got 3 back to back to back.
Were they all related?
3 of them was, 1 wasn't.
Okay.
3 of them was some niggas dissing my set, and the other nigga was some personal shit. He was riding with them niggas anyway, but I ended up spitting in the nigga face. He stole a phone from a homeboy I knew, and he ended up coming back there, and I caught him in the B home spitting his face. So I faded him, and then the other 3 niggas was just dissing my set behind the door. So when we came out, we got that fade. Yeah. And I was by myself too.
Fuck.
Yeah, nobody was with me. That's why I did the 3 fades.
Had to, huh?
But I didn't have to. But I didn't have to. They could have jumped me, and then it could have just fell down though. Yeah.
But I mean, that was like the
if
better.
If they would have jumped me and packed me out and fucked me up, then it would have been a nationwide lockdown.
You went the better route. Like everybody chose the
now
better
my
route.
homies would have stabbed. They would have stabbed them up. They would start stabbing them at all the prisons.
Well, you don't want that to happen. Like,
if they jump on me, y'all do.
But I mean,
yeah,
we don't want none of that to happen. We don't want nobody to jump on you.
But that's going. If anybody with rank though, and they homies love them. If you bust them up and jump on them, it's gonna fall. It's what's gonna happen. It don't matter if it's the white UABs, IBHs, the Bloods, the Hoover. It's certain people that you just can't touch.
Is that
when you touch them, when you fuck them up and get them good? Oh yeah, that's about to happen. You hear me? There's nothing you can do about it. It's nothing. Whether I want it to happen or not, it's gonna happen. It's gonna happen.
You ever get like a riot type thing or like?
Oh hell yeah! Race ride. I was in one race ride, one gang ride, and then I was in a raid. Like we raided some shit a few times. Like we just ran a nigga shit. Like no, we didn't even take nothing. Yeah. We didn't even take nothing. That was so crazy.
Was it gang related or was
it
just okay?
Yeah.
So what was your mentality aspect of when?
But chomos too though. We used to get the chomos though. We hate the chomos. We used to get them motherfuckers. We used to raid them all the time. They tell on the store, so we used to get them on the God pod. We get them on the God pod because they already on the God pod. We can't get them on the pod where we at because they get the cell phone. They'll tell on everybody that's moving the drugs. Right. So we got to go to where they at, but it's hard getting down there. But once you make it, it's on. You slap everybody on the pod.
Do you get anything for it?
Yeah. Yeah, hella shit. Food, phone, TV, no everything. Yeah, hell yeah, bro. You get cash apps and everything. I ain't lying.
Fuck.
Yeah, nigga. I'll show you.
So, okay, so you said some of this shit was gang related. Like, okay, so you on the yard, you ever put in a situation where it's like, bro, you don't even know this dude. He just from like an opposite section, but it's, you know, there's already a green light out on, you know what I mean, an issue between y'all two, or like, do you ever just have to like go after somebody that really don't want it, but?
Yeah, hell yeah. Like I had to go through that with this one guy. My homeboy got killed. And his brother was responsible for it, and I wanted to fight him. He ended up splitting my eye open too when we fought. That's crazy how he did it. But he didn't punch me. He headbutted me. I beat the brakes off of him. No disrespect, but respectfully, I beat the brakes off of him. You hear me? I did. For real, I didn't. I did though. I did. But he split my shit to the fat meat. You heard me? Had my shit leaked the fuck out.
Got you the old school headbutt.
Man, he wrapped his arms around my arms. Nigga, and cocked back like this, and boom!
But you can tell
split my shit. I'm like, oh fuck! But my dumb ass, I hit him. I headbutted him back and made it with the same. Because he still had me when he hit me. He still had me wrapped up.
Right.
And when he headbutted me, my head hit the wall. Boom!
Fuck.
When my head hit the wall, I like the momentum. I came back like, Nick. I'm like, because I ain't know when I'm cut yet. It's still stinging. You hear me? So I just boom, I hit him back, and I think that one right there, he already split me. But yeah, I think I kind of made it worse because it was. You can see it where it was. Look,
you can kind of see where it was. Damn, how old was you when that happened?
That was 2014. I was 24.
But that doesn't seem like that long ago to me, bro. Like
I was 24 years old.
God damn.
I was a young pup, young bad motherfucker. I was bad too. I was a little fucking demon.
You get a lot of write-ups?
Fuck yeah. I got some of the most ever in the history of Oklahoma. I do. They told me that. They was like, bro, this shit is fucking crazy. Like saying, but that's the 18 months I was back there. I vowed to them. I'm like, every time y'all open my bean hole, I'm about to hurt y'all officers, and I stood on it. Right. They made me eat for 6 months on my knees. They served me my food. They wasn't allowed to open my bean hole without a camera and a lieutenant or a sergeant with the mace and shit ready. And I had to get on my knees with my hands on my head backwards, and they threw my shit in through a doggy through the bean hole. For 6 months they did that because I was so aggressive with the.
It's kind of your job to like, bro. Every day I'm gonna try to do something to outsmart you. You know what I mean? Like
yeah, but it's not. But we're not supposed to be assaulting the officers though. We ain't supposed to do that.
Shouldn't whoop.
I knew that. Bro. I knew that. But that was my strategic way to get from back there. But it didn't work. Eventually, it did work, but I failed because the whole point of me doing that was to get moved quick.
Right.
So being that I did 18 months back there, I literally was just taking my frustrations out on the guards and shit. I'm like, y'all not gonna move me.
You didn't even know the dude, like you just did it to him, like
yeah, I didn't know. Yeah, they wasn't doing nothing to me, bro. Fuck. That was just random guards coming to work. Good people too. Some of these people.
That's cold, bro.
And I was just grabbing them through the bean hole and try to like fuck them up.
God damn.
I was, but I never did ladies like that and shit. I never. Hey, you know what's crazy? I never put my hands on a girl before, ever. Like not one time.
Was you ever like cool?
Ever. I never hit a girl ever.
Was there something you just wouldn't do it to, and then like no, I'm not talking about females, but some of like the other guards, like would you just not do it to them because they cool, but you kind of have like a select group, like yo, bro,
fuck yeah,
when the time come, you want to
fuck yeah, fuck yeah, but it got to the point to where sometimes I didn't give a fuck if they was cool or not.
Damn,
like nigga, it's up, nigga, it's up. But I never did whole shit though. Like I would just grab your arm and like try to like fucking break it. That's it. I wouldn't like throw no piss or no shit. That's fucking disgusting.
The Glock nuke,
bro. That's fucking disgusting. That's savage shit. I'm a man of God. I don't play with feces. I don't like bodily fluids. That's fucking disgusting. Yeah, I don't do shit like that. I'm a king. You hear me? Kings don't play with shit.
Right, no, yeah,
Kings don't play with piss and shit, bro. That's fucking disgusting. That's devil satanic shit.
All right, so when you're in the joint, like, what's the most set that you got the most problem with?
I didn't have no problems with no set ever. Never. My own set. My own set. I had the most problems with with the Hoovers in prison. Yep. That's the truth.
Did you have did you get DP'd?
Fuck no. No, my homies I just kept on having run-ins with my homies because they kept doing violation shit, bitch shit. And I kept calling them out on it, and it would cause them to not like me for it. Because I would.
You just hold them to a higher standard.
Correct. So it would cause me to get into it with my own homies and shit like that. But, you know.
How,
I mean, I had hella run-ins with them, but I was always the aggressor because it was fun. It was fun. That shit was fun, though. It was fun posing my will on people. Being an alpha male.
Do you ever just
giving respect when you walk into a party full of grown men, being 300+ pounds, give you respect.
Do you ever?
And it's something about that. You heard me? These the worst people in the world.
Your op car.
You know what I mean? So
your op car, do you ever is there ever just run-ins where you're just bro, you know what I mean? I know this dude, he a good dude. You know
hell yeah. Fuck yeah. It's plenty of good man. It's some man, I got it's some amazing men from all the Bloods, the neighborhoods, the green teams, the fire trades. I got some homies from all of these sets. That's my brothers, good men. Good men. They believe in the same shit I believe in.
Right.
They kill us too. They kill us. They kill us. That these niggas don't play. You hear me?
Like how the essays are.
They don't play. These niggas don't play. You know what I mean?
The essays all kind of come together.
Oh my God.
Does they're
my family. The essays are my family. Listen, the Hispanic people are my family. The Native American, I am Native, part Native. I'm a Arapaho Indian. I'm a black man. I'm mixed though. My family, my grandmother's a Arapaho. She's fucking 60-some%. So you know, my brothers, those are my people. The Hispanics. Let me tell y'all something about the Hispanics. Oh my God, and the natives. They treated me so fucking good in prison. Y'all and the white boys. Y'all, I'm serious. This shit is like a movie. Like, it's hard to have one man be connected to all of these different cars that, when you go and talk to these people, they all say the same thing about me. Like, that's our brother. If you touch him, we're gonna kill you.
Right.
For real. Like, we're gonna kill. Don't touch him. Like, this man don't do nothing. Like, for real.
What gives you that ability?
I love them. I love my people. I'm honest. Like, I'm not perfect though. Like, I fuck up sometimes. I get an attitude and shit.
Right.
Sometimes and shit. But I never been a bitch ass nigga. I never been a fuck ass nigga. I never did fuck shit. You know what I mean? And once you get a reputation and people see a pattern in your character and behavior, like, man, this dude trustworthy. Like, he got his ways about him, but man, the man, shit, he been this way the whole time.
Right.
I'll cut it off. Got a couple questions here.
Let's get it.
People that are alive. It says here, did you get any tattoos when you were locked up?
I did. I got some of my leg tattoo done, man. I got some of my leg done. I'm ashy. I got some of my leg done. I did, man. I got some. I'm gonna get it finished though. That's really I got I got my prison half sleeve done too, yeah. But everything else I got out here, my face tattoos, I got my daughter on my leg too. I got my daughter on my other leg. Her face. I got a picture of her face on me. Yeah, I got a few tattoos. My body's really kind of bare because I want some professional work done. But I got my prison work on me, so check that out.
We got here is what inspires your writing.
Oh my God, what inspires my writing, y'all? To be honest with you, every time I walk in North Tulsa and I see certain abandoned homes and businesses, I want to own that shit. And when I go up Admiral and I see big shopping centers abandoned, I want to have ownership in that shit. So I'm not gonna lie, I never had a job before I went to prison ever, and this is my life. It's either bust or make it. Period. So what inspires my writing is having ownership and being able to create some type of wealth for my city and my people. Have a foundation that they can eat off of. That's what inspires my writing.
You were talking to a young kid right now tell me he's about to join the gang, what would you tell him?
Don't join no fucking gang, bro.
And if he wasn't
Why would you listen? Hold on, what you say, King? I'm sorry.
If he wasn't gonna listen to you, what would be the gang you would give him if he's going to join this gang? What are you saying not to?
First of all, don't join no fucking gang. If you're gonna join a gang, be a part of God gang. That's the best gang. His lifestyle, his way of life is the best way. But if you're gonna be a gang member, be the motherfucking best. Be the absolute motherfucking best. Don't snake your homies. Stand on all 10. Fight every battle you approach with. Don't ever back down.
You have any,
Never no unnecessary kills. Don't harm no children. It's never necessary to harm children, ever. It's never an excuse.
do you have any comments that you'd like to tell the people that are watching you right now?
Y'all just keep watching me, man. I got some shit to work out. I got a lot of shit coming, man. Me and King Russ, King Vanilla Kane, we coming. It's a lot of shit we in the works. Hey, y'all, listen. I started my own movement. I didn't take nothing from nobody. I didn't bite nothing from nobody. I created my own sound. My people believe in it. My people standing behind it now. So I just want y'all to just stay tuned. Keep watching, man. North coming.
All right. I appreciate your time. This is King Rush, LA North. This is Trench Talk. This is the outlet where we stay plugged in.